Looks like the box has already been opened once, so we'll see. Weight-wise, it's about 10 pounds heavier than my 6-person tent. This one's an 8. I do this without instructions. I've got a 6-person tent by the same company. I loved it because it doesn't leak and it holds up to wind pretty amazingly. But these, don't throw them away. I did, and well, they are necessary to get it back into the bag, so don't throw them away. Throw them aside, but not away. So now I'm going to hand hold this, walk you around it a little bit. What this is on the bottom is if you want to run an electric cord through there. It's a feature I've always looked for in tents. I've had to cut holes in tents. I am not staking this down right now, so it's just being a freestanding tent. This would stake out to the side. What it is it's an ear vent. So once that's staked out, gives some ventilation there. There's a back window that opens. I have not put the rain fly on it yet. If it's going to be nice weather, you want to leave that open so it'll let the hot air escape. The corners are all padded so that it doesn't tear the rain fly if it gets really windy. And you have another vent on this side. View from inside. You also have a back window screen and another. When I set up an air mattress, the air mattress goes on that side of the tent, which is away from where the door would open. That way it's not tripped over. But that gives me room for at least a queen-sized air mattress, which I have a twin size. There's a little pocket that I can store my cell phone in. View, the air, the ventilation, this is wonderful. Another is you have this screen on this side, which this is my bedroom. And that way I'm not tripping over my bed to go in and out. There's plenty of room for my dog crate. I set up a little table with a coffee maker. If it's raining, I will stay in the tent pretty much all day with video games or whatever, or reading a book. In that other little bag, a gear loft. This is the rain fly. That's what I was looking for. This is an extra feature that I did not have because my other tent wasn't big enough to use this. It's a room divider. So I'm going to show you how it works. Knowing that that is a separate room, it's kind of a privacy thing. It clips on the bottom. And makes this 2 rooms. That has a little clip. It goes in the little tab here. And it's just a little room of privacy. If you have guests at your campsite and you store things in here, or you're sitting in there in a chair, everybody doesn't have to see your sleeping bag and your mess in here. I never ever thought I would use that. It's the Gear Loft. It clips up here. It's nice and strong here, so you can hang a lantern. I've been known to keep my car keys up here. I'm also diabetic, so I store my medications up here away from the dog. It has one zipper to the bottom, but instead of going all the way around from here to here, you've got a second zipper. Another feature to this is what's called bathtub floors. It's when the floor is flat, but it goes up. That way water doesn't pour in. I've actually been in a flood and didn't get wet. I don't want to forget to show you this. The seams are all double taped. When it rains, it does not rain in because you've got this over the mesh, but it's open at the bottom, so the rain just kind of wicks down through there and out. This is with the rain fly, and that's how the ventilation works. I think I'm too short. I am definitely too short. Here. So now you can see inside. So here's the tent. It's 3 feet longer than the 6-person tent that I have. 13 by 9. The other one is 9 by 10, I believe. What I broke on my other tent was I tried to stake through. This wasn't there, so I tried to stake through the hole. Though I still use that tent. Even get little friends. It says don't put it up alone. I travel alone with Taylor, and he doesn't have thumbs, so he can't really help me. But there's the tent. Please, 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 if you buy any kind of a tent, don't bring it to a campsite in a box and then put it up, because if it's got zippers that are broken or missing, or one of the legs is bent or broken, or it hasn't been sewn properly, or you just don't understand how to put it up, it's a stressful camping experience. So if you put it up at home, figure out what you need to do. There's sometimes a learning curve. Just take the time, relax. If I can be out here in 98-degree weather doing this, which I would be doing at a campsite, one thing I will do is I will be using this in late fall when it gets extremely cold and windy. And what I do on the top is I will put a tarp or a heavy wool blanket or even a moving blanket on the mesh. So a moment of honesty, if I'm camping and I find out that it's going to rain and I plan to leave the next day, but it's not raining yet, I have a minivan, which is also a camper. So I will take my tent down and everything in the campsite gets cleaned up, and I will sleep in the van because there's plenty of room. Or if it's just going to be 2 or 3 more days of rain and I've had it, I have been known to get a room because Taylor's very well trained, and I mean, he will sleep in his crate on the floor in a room. It also gives me a chance to take a shower, relax, catch up on the news, which I probably don't want to do. I don't like packing up a wet tent. That's childhood memories I don't want to remember. But yes, I have had people ask, what do you do if it's raining out and you're going home the next day? Do you try to take everything down in the rain? I don't. It happened when I was a child and I watched a really big tent get made into a really small ball in the trunk of a big old Lincoln. We never used that tent again. If you're like me and you don't like these form-fitted bags, I will also put a link in the description, and if I forget, let me know and I'll put it in there. But I want to put a link in the description of a bag that I found. It's about $20 and it definitely will fit these. I have one for my other 6-person tent and I absolutely love that. What I had a problem with on my other one, full disclosure, I really use these, the zipper, because the zipper on the tent is wonderful, but the zipper on the bag is not so much. And it split, and I never could get it to re-zip, and it just frustrated me. Hope you enjoyed the review. If you give it a thumbs up, what it does is it helps circulate the video so that more people can see it and enjoy it. And hey, I like to see this. So thanks, and well, happy camping.